Winnipeg just broke another housing market record. Detached homes have never been higher in price for the month of August. But here's a twist: sales are actually down. So, how is it that prices keep climbing while the sales are slipping? Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening in our market and what it means for you if you're planning to buy, sell, or invest in Winnipeg. Welcome to another edition of Homes in the Peg. If you're looking for everything there is to do in Winnipeg when it comes to living, working, and playing right here in the city, this is the place to find it. Be sure to hit that like button, ring that bell, and hit subscribe so you're notified every time I make a new video. In August, we had 1,400 sales, which is down about 5% compared to last year, and even a little below our 5-year average. Active listings dropped too, down 10% to just 3,600 homes on the market. But here's a kicker. Despite fewer sales and fewer listings, the total dollar value actually went up 3% to over $561 million. So the market is still moving a lot of money, just in fewer and more expensive transactions. Detached homes are driving that shift. We saw 970 detached sales, down 5% from last year, but the average price hit $450,596, which is 8% higher than last August. And that's a new record for detached homes in August. So even with fewer sales, demand is still strong enough to keep prices moving upward. Condos tell a similar story. Sales dropped slightly, down 3% with 204 units sold, but the average condo price is now $280,143, which is up 4%. Here's what's really interesting. In 6 out of 8 months this year, condos have set new price records. That tells us the condo market isn't just stable, it's quietly heating up. One of the biggest pressures in the market right now is inventory. Active listings dropped 10% to 3,600, which means fewer options for buyers and tighter conditions overall. This is what's keeping prices high. We don't have enough supply to match the demand, even as sales volumes cool. So it's a classic supply and demand imbalance. Now let's zoom out and look at 2025 year to date as a whole, January through August. Total sales are at 10,700. That's up 5% from last year. Listings are at 16,600, basically flat, down 1%. Not a huge change there, but the big number, over $4.3 billion in sales volume, that's up 12% higher than last year. So even though August was a slower month, the big picture shows Winnipeg's housing market is still running ahead of where it was in 2024. Of course, we can't talk about real estate without talking about the interest rates. Right now, the Bank of Canada's overnight rate is sitting at 2.75%. That translates to mortgage rates here in Manitoba around 4% for variable and 4.15% for fixed. And here's the good news. Analysts are expecting at least two more rate cuts before the end of 2025, which could bring that down to anywhere around 2.25% on the overnight rate. That could ease some of the pressure for buyers, and it's important to note about 60% of all mortgages in Canada are renewing in 2025 or 2026. These changes could have a huge impact on affordability and buying power. Now, the reason so many are renewing over the next year or two is because of all the purchases that were made during COVID in 2020 and 2021. So what does this mean if you're in the market? Well, for buyers, you're dealing with a higher price and fewer listings, which means competition is real. Rate cuts later may help you, but you'll want to be prepared now so you can act fast when the time is right. And for sellers, even though sale volume is down, limited inventory is keeping your position strong. The right pricing strategy can help you capture this demand. And for investors, Winnipeg continues to look resilient compared to the national market. Detached homes are setting records, and condos are showing consistent growth. Both segments are holding value despite broader slowdowns, really. Now, here's where the opportunities are. Sellers, low supply means you can still command top dollar if you market strategically. For the buyers, stay patient and watch the rate cuts. Affordability could shift in your favor in the coming months. And for investors, well, condos are looking especially attractive with steady price growth and strong rental demand. So to wrap it up, August gave us a mixed picture. Sales were a bit slower, but prices are hitting new highs. With tight inventory and possible rate cuts on the horizon, Winnipeg's market is staying strong. If you're wondering what this all means for your next move, let's build a strategy that works for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, I can help you navigate this market and make the most of the opportunities. Just reach out. My contact info is below, or you can shoot me a message right here. I'd love to chat and hear all about your plans. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Winnipeg market updates and insights. See you next time.